everyone, so this is going to be a floche haul. It was Charlie's idea. I ordered a bunch of yummy floche. I love floche, and I'm doing floche braids. So I ordered a ton of colors to have them coordinate into braids, and I just want to do a, this haul is actually Charlie's idea. He was like, you should do a haul and share it with everybody. Like, how fun would that be? And it didn't even cross my mind. So we are going to sit down and do a haul on floche. I'm so excited for this. This is like one of my favorite fibers. So I got a ton of colors. This right here, just to put it in perspective for you guys, this is just under 500 hanks. They call it a hank of floche. Okay, so it's not a skein, it's a hank of floche. And retail, it's around $3,500. Like, and I don't want to talk, like, I don't want to like say that to be like, ooh, it's 35, like whatever. I don't want to say it like that. It's just like I want to put it in perspective. There's a ton of material in this hank, okay? So when I break down a hank into a braid, I will break it down into thirds. So this is one continuous strand right here, so you have to break it down somehow. I do mine into 18-inch lengths, and then you get a third of the hank, which is just about, it's like right at 100 strands. I actually counted one of the hanks, and of course I've got little ones, you know, around all the time, but I counted 307, which probably means it was 309 since I have it divided, you know, into thirds. It has to be divisible by 9. So there's just about 300 strands in here. When you do a third, that's about 100, and it's a lot of material. It may not look like it, but it's a lot of material, and it can go a very long ways. I just wanted to say that I got a comment about the braids. Only one comment, but it has bothered me that the braids are expensive. Like, guys, heirloom sewing is expensive, okay? This is not heirloom sewing, classic sewing. This is not a efficient, practical way to make clothing. This is something to feed yourself, you know, to feed your soul and to make you happy and to have an escape and all the rest of it. Have some yummy goodness. Like, this is not the efficient way to clothe somebody. So I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say that I am selling things now. I never want, if you go to my website and you think something that is expensive, I don't want you to think that I am trying to, like, I'm not out to get y'all, okay? That price is there because that's what it is. I have everything in an Excel sheet. You can see it's to the penny. Like, I have it rounded. I haven't looked at something and said, oh, that should be about $15. That sounds good. I've done the whole math, and it's to the penny. It's all electronic, so it's not like you're coming, you know, to a store with pennies or anything. And I just feel like that's fair for you, that's fair for me, just to do the math all the way. So if you think something is expensive and whatever, it might be, but it's not that I'm out to get you. You know, it is what it is, and it costs what it costs. So anywho, without further ado, let's get into all the colors. So I have a ton of colors of this yummy pink. It's like this pretty pastel pink color, and you can just see the sheen on these things, right? It's just so pretty. So I've got all this yummy pink. Gosh, I ordered so much. I've got these blues. How pretty is that blue? Like, that would be a great, you know, water for shadow work. Floche takes the cake when it comes to shadow work embroidery, and it's such a pretty form of embroidery. It's not hard to do, and it looks really impressive. But this would be a pretty blue for like a water for a duck, you know, like sitting in the water sort of motif. I have one on my website. I've got a ton of white because white goes well with a lot of things. You could do white work, you could do, I don't know where to put this all. You could do white work, you could do, you know, use it to accent things. I've got this yummy green color. How pretty is that? It's just so pretty, like the sheen on these things. I don't know if it's picking up in the video, but it's like, oh, it's so pretty. So floche, I'm going to do a whole nother video on going over the, you know, kind of how floche works and the differences between floche and floss, since a lot of y'all are used to using floss. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a pretty salmon color. But just like an overview, Floche is a soft fiber, which is why it's good to use it in a shorter length, like 18 inches or 20 inches, something like that, because it is softer, so you don't want to like have it go through your fabric over and over and over. Here's some ecru. How pretty is that? It's not divisible, okay? So like it's not like when you have floss and you pick out how many strands you want. It's not like that. You just cut, like you use one strand at a time. I suppose you could double up and use more than one strand, but you don't divide a strand down. I got ecru. I think I got 2 things of ecru because I think ecru goes so well. I'm doing these Christmas braids, and there's 2 different kinds. It's the same red and green, but one of the braid has white in it and the other braid has ecru. I think they're both just gorgeous. I love the ecru especially. Like the white is very fresh and like clean, and it's pretty too. But the ecru, especially for Christmas time, it looks so traditional and it could just be so pretty. This, how wonderful is this green? Like, oh, so pretty. Such a pretty green. It's so good with pastels. I'm so excited for this. Okay, this is, yep, more ecru. So pretty. So what else can you do? I mean, you can use floche for regular embroidery. It makes really pretty, you could do bullions, granados, eyelets. I've done cut work with floche. That whole cut work dress that I did for Audrey's birthday, that was all out of floche. It was not cotton embroider. Cotton embroider is known for being, isn't that a pretty green? Cotton embroider is known for cut work thread, but I did the entire thing with floche and it worked great. I did the buttonholes, all of it with floche. It was so much fun. Ah, what a pretty yellow. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, that would be a pretty duck. That would be a very pretty duck. Oh, look at that. I haven't seen one like that, wrapped like that before. Interesting. Usually they have the little black doodads on the bottom. Huh. And it's so cool, like getting this stuff from France. All of it's packaged up so neatly. I've done floche now. I've done just the regular floss. I've got a stash of that. I've actually got maybe I shouldn't say that just yet. I've got some more things coming down the pipelines of different fibers that I haven't seen offered, and I'm very excited about it. So this was me going, I need every color. I need every color that I haven't ordered a bulk in, just so I can be able to match them up for everybody and make sure that they coordinate. So this is the rest of the colors that I didn't order a ton of. Isn't that funny? I'm sure they got my order form. It was like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm sure they were like, oh, one of these. One of these. Ah, it's so fun though. It's so fun. Ooh, that is pretty. Y'all see that pink? Oh, how fun is that? So pretty. It's like a very, very pretty petal pink. Gorgeous. So anyway, yeah, you can do a ton of things with floche, and like I said, there's a ton of, there's that same pastel green. There's a ton of material in the hank. The shine and the vibrancy in the colors are just like nothing else. I do still like floss. I'm not saying anything against floss. Oh, this is more, I really like this green. I have 3 of these. I'm not saying anything against floss. Floss is a great option for embroidery, particularly if you're just starting out. It is a little bit more affordable than floche is, and it's super readily available. So you can just go down to your local craft store and pick up whatever colors, see them in person, but you can't do that with floche. The names are so similar, right? Floss and floche. First thing in the morning, let's record a video of floss and floche. But yeah, they're so pretty. That would be a pretty duck too. It's one of my favorite fibers. So pretty. What else was I talking about? Oh, here's some more of the 11111s, please. I've got some black, and yeah, more of the 11111s. So I will make my own little chart and like save a little bit. So I will know what colors are what. It's so hard to do it on the computer to like figure out what undertones it is and what, you know, the actual shade of it and whatever. It's really difficult online. Everyone's monitors calibrate a little bit differently, and oh, it's so pretty. You guys see it? It's so pretty. Isn't that a really pretty Christmas green? The Christmas braids that I have, the red and the green in there, they're just like an elegant version. And that's really what floche is. I think that's what I was trying to say before with floss and floche. Floche, I feel like, is floss's like older, sophisticated sister. So there's nothing wrong with floss, but floche just takes it to the next level. And it's just really pretty. Ah, how pretty is that? That's just like sunshine in a box. Anywho, so those are the colors that I got. That is the floche haul and a little bit of information about floche. I have plenty of other videos you can go check out. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. At least it's bright and early right here when I'm filming. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. And as always, I appreciate y'all for watching and I hope to catch y'all next time.